MVFF Swansea, Season 6, Matchday 14. Yes, it's the Cup final, and what a night it was. And the footballing was amazing. Every single point of tonight was just exhilarating, in all honesty with you. But the biggest thing that I thought that we saw tonight, which really exemplified exactly what MVFF Swansea is all about, is the celebration. It's just the sheer celebration that every single person had for every single person's success. It was gorgeous to see. It was lush to see, in actual fact, that you all were there to support and to build on every single person's progress. It's not something you get everywhere, and to be able to be in a community where you see that every single person just wants everyone involved to succeed is just something special, and that's what certainly we've got here. And let's get on to the roundup. We'll go from there now. I'm not going to go into this, but then, as you know, this is the last week of this season, which means that everything starts again in the next season, which starts on the 1st of August. So obviously, the start of every season, the first week, own goals do not apply. They're not penalised. They're nothing at all. It's a point that your season registering weight was this week's, as you just had. So if you've weighed in this week, that's your season registering weight. And of course, then, if you do gain in the first week, you won't incur an own goal. But of course, you'll have to make sure that you get under that weight before you can start incurring goals and gaining things for your team, which takes us over to the left-hand side, which you can see then that 1 to 2 players has 1 goal, up to 9 players has 5 goals there, and you can see that it's clear to see there. Regarding hat-tricks, of course, it's a new season. Hat-tricks reset. That is the way, and that is the way we've done it. So then it will reset there. So be on your guard, get ready for it, and you can see that comes through. But as well as that, what we've got with milestones as well is that now, in a new season, you can incur another 2 milestones in that season. So in 14 weeks, you are allocated 2 milestones there. As I said, I wasn't going to be very long in the slide. We'll move on. So, as you can see, Matchday 14 came to us in style, with the best tracker bonuses for Gwyr being black and green, with a team loss and attendance goal bonus going to the light greens, and our Season 6 leader, Mr. Nathan Hicks, you're back on the throne again. Absolutely fantastic there. Season 6 Cup leader, of course. And then, of course, Copr, we had blue taking the tracking, we had light blue taking the team loss bonus, and the attendance with blue as well. And Ross McKnight, you are there as our Cup Season 6 leader there. Fantastic to see. Attendance was really high tonight at 79.4%. Pitch goals was astonishing at 66 goals being synced into the net tonight. Scales goals at 49, and of course coaches bonus goals then being at an all-time high at 50 there, and that was due to our Rumble. And of course the bonuses to the Rumble being every single person being in the bonus earned 3 goals for their teams. If that's news to you, you need to watch the Roundup a lot more often. I've spoken about it pretty much every single week. And let's carry on. As you can see, weekly team loss there. Not the best we've seen, but at the same point, we have had some progression there. Thinner in it, Fat Astuta, Sporting Beergut, Frying Dutchman, Scranra, Vinder Blues, Pink Panthers and Fat and Furious all breaking even there. Incredible Bulks at 0.5, Marco Ban passed in then at 1.2, Fazio then at 3.6, Forest Green Bloaters at astonishing 9.3 kilos on the last week of the season. It is fantastic. We did incur a gain of 11 kilos as a collective. If you look at that as the amount of people that we've got, it's not actually that much. But at the same point, it was a gain which has taken our club loss to 445.6 kilos. Our amazing losers for this week, of course. Tony Neal, 4.2 kilos. Wesley Harris then at 2.6. Chris Evans at 2.2 kilos. Fantastic to see. And of course, for Copr, Nathan Locke bringing in a 3 kilo loss. Andrew Francis Davis at 2.5 kilos. And Ashley Gilbert then at 1.6. Amazing to see, guys, that your dedication and your determination goes through right to the end of the season there. Amazing to see. New inductees to our milestone clubs as well, bringing Scott Hansen, Wesley Harris and David Evans, bringing in their they're starting their journey with their 5% club milestone there. Brilliant to see. Tony Neal progressing really well there into his 10%. And of course, Nathan Charles, the machine himself, bringing in 15% on the final night of the season. Brilliant to see. Very, very proud of you all. Our hat-trick heroes as well. Brilliant to see there. 31 members bringing in hat-tricks this week. Of course, Chris Church, Kyle Bamford and Darryl Cox, Chris Evans, Dave Evans, James Lewis, Brett Johnson, Jake Williams, Luke Maxingham, Dan Williams, Kyle Lewis, Nathan Hodgson, Regan Purdue, Taylor Perry. Amazing guys. Alex Kirkhouse, Mike Reese, Stuart Page, Chris Bing, Gareth Akers, Phil Finselback, Phil Davis, Adam Rayson, Thomas Griffiths, Adam Davis, Mike Carter, Jordan Gilbert, Tony Neal, Nathan Charles, Byron Dover Wade, Marcus Axworthy, Andrew Cook and Josh Roberts, all hitting in their hat-tricks for their teams, incurring those extra goals that needed to take them over the line when it came to the result. Brilliant to see, guys, and amazing progression there. And this is it. This is how all the matches turned out. Fat Astuta against Fat and Furious was the first game on Gwyr's pitch tonight. The pitch score was 6-7 to Fat and Furious. Scales then was -2, -1 to Fat and Furious. Tracking then was 2-2, and bonuses was 6-3 to Fat Astuta, bringing in an overall score then to Fat Astuta of 12-11. You can see how those bonuses have really, really pulled up trump there. The second game on Gwyr, of course, was Thinner to Win It against the Incredible Bulks. Now, the pitch score was 13-3 to the Incredible Bulks. Scales was 5-10 to Incredible Bulks. Tracking was 2-3 to the Incredible Bulks, with bonuses of 6-7 to the Incredible Bulks, bringing in an overall there of Thinner to Win It 16, Incredible Bulks 33. Final game and somewhat decider of it was the decider of the Gwyr Cup there was Scranrar against Forest Green Bloaters. The pitch score was 4-1 to Forest Green Bloaters. The scales was 8-15 to Forest Green Bloaters, with tracking at 3-all and bonuses at 1-4 to the Forest Green Bloaters, bringing in an overall of 13-26 to Forest Green Bloaters there. Over then in Copr, we had Fazio against Pink Panthers, first of all, bringing in a pitch score of 2-3 to the Pink Panthers. Scales tipped in Fazio's favour there at 8-1. Tracking was 2-1 to Fazio, with bonuses of 11-0 to Fazio, bringing in an overall score of Fazio 23, Pink Panthers 5. The second game was the Flying Dutchman against Sporting Abeergut. The pitch score was 13-2 to the Flying Dutchman. It was 1-0 on the scales to the Flying Dutchman, with 1-all on tracking and no bonuses to be given. Final score of that game on the overall then, of course, was Flying Dutchman 15, Sporting Abeergut 3. And then the final game, and of course the decider for the Copper Plate, was Vinder Blues against Marco Banfastin. Pitch score was 8-4 to Vinder Blues. Scales was 4-0 to Vinder Blues, with tracking as 3-2 to Vinder Blues. And of course, bonuses bring in 9-3 to the Vinder Blues. The final score on the overall then was Marco Banfastin 9, Vinder Blues 24. You can see this is how the overall table has shown. So then we can see there's two out-and-out winners there, being Forest Green Bloaters and the Vinder Blues, with Incredible Bulks and Flying Dutchman at 6 points, Scranrar and Marco Banfastin at 4, Fat and Furious, Fat Astuta, Thinner to Win It, Sporting Abeergut, Fazio and Pink Panthers all scoring 2 points within their respective cups. Which of course brings us to a point of congratulating Forest Green Bloaters for winning the Gwyr Cup, and of course FC Vinder Blues for winning the Copper Plate. And as we can see, with us going further into a 16-team league, there will be no more cups. There'll be no more cup or plate run. So these are our final champions of these plates and cups, unless we fall down into a smaller league again. But of course, we can then say that these are the final and crowning champions of our cup run. Congratulations, guys, fully deserved, and of course, fully hope that you are enjoying and just blazing in the glory that you've got of winning this such accolade. That's been a bit funny, isn't it? Let's get that back going and get it going properly. Is it going to? Yeah, it will go through. So this is what we've got. We've got our team of the week here then. This is, of course, all the gents who have done some fantastic work over the week and have been voted by their teams and the data, of course, to be named as team of the week. So we'll start straight from it. Joel Barder and Nathan Hicks, our Rumble survivors for Fat Astuta there. Fantastic there. Scott Hansen hitting his 5%. Amazing to see. Then we had, of course, we've got Darryl Cox and Kyle Bamford as our Rumble survivors for Thin It to Win It. But then we had Dave Evans, Scott Davis and Tom Charville there. Dave Evans hitting his 5% and Scott and Tom Charville then, of course, being the Rumble survivors, incurring those special goals for incredible bulks there. Andrew Cook and Rydian Davis then bringing in a fantastic run, of course. But then, of course, we had Andrew Cook with his 0.5 kilo loss for the team, and the Rumble survivor, Rydian Evans, really hitting home. For Forest Green Bloaters, we had Nathan Charles, Tony Neal and Wesley Harris there, bringing in those extremely crucial milestones there, bringing a 15, 10 and 5 respectively. For the next, of course, we had Adam Rayson, Jordan Gilbert and Ash Gilbert there, of course, being the Rumble survivors for FC Fazio. Phil Davis, 1.3 kilo loss there for the Pink Panthers. And of course, Mike Thomas and Phil Finkelbach then being the Rumble survivors for the Vinda Blues. Congratulations, guys. Nathan Hodgson bringing in 0.7 kilo loss for the Flying Dutchman. And AFD and Kev Caro then. AFD with his 2.5 kilo loss to this week, and Kev Caro being their Rumble survivor. Fantastic to see. And Dan Williams there bringing home a 0.8 kilo loss for the Sporting Beer Gut. And of course, we spoke about Rumble. All Rumble has been noted. And of course, here are our winners. Absolutely fantastic to see. 13 men out of 136 tipping over 14 weeks there to remain in their consistencies. And of course, that's what it's all about. It's not about the amount that you lose. It's about how you're losing or maintaining throughout. And it's been an absolutely fantastic journey. The dedication you guys have given is absolutely tremendous, and I tip my hat off to you guys. It's absolutely brilliant to see that. It's who knows what next season will bring. Who knows what the score is going to be. But at the moment, guys, this is something that we can celebrate. We can celebrate the consistency. We can celebrate how these fine gentlemen who are listed in front of you here have slogged it through to get to the point where they can make sure that they reach that goal every single time, every single moment. Absolutely fantastic to see. And of course, this is where we are at right now. We've got next week, we haven't got any weigh-ins. We haven't got that. The scales will be there if you want to hold a bit of accountability. But what we've got next Tuesday is we've got our awards night in Pure Football, starting at 7, of course. And we can then celebrate in the warmth of each other how every single member has done in our season. And of course, they've been voted by yourselves. We'll have the certificates out, we'll have the medals out, and we will make this a night that we can all enjoy and celebrate. But it doesn't stop there, of course. On Saturday, 29th of July, there'll be our season social. So we've got at 7 o'clock in Jack Murphy's Wine Street in Swansea, we start our journey. And who knows where that will take you, of course. But of course, bear in mind, on the Tuesday after, August 1st, our season 7 starts, and that is where the fun begins. It's the first games in your brand new teams, and I've already heard of how excited you all are to start your journeys in your brand new teams as well. There's some names I've heard already. There's some crests I've seen. There's some kits I've seen, and honestly, I cannot wait to see this happen. It's been a fantastic season, guys. It fills me with pride being your coach and showing you how exactly things can be if you just show that dedication, push exactly what you want to do, and make yourselves just the better version of you. Your dedication has been unreal. Your support for everyone around you has been unreal. Your support for me has been absolutely unreal, guys. And I thank you for being you. Of course, what you need to realise is that without you guys, none of this would be possible. You are MVFF Swansea. I am proud of every single one of you. And remember that. Any point that you feel down, you feel a little isolated, you don't feel quite yourself, you've got over 140 guys who are there, who are ready to support you in whatever you need. It's a brotherhood. It's a community. It's there for the taking, guys. And take it. Enjoy it. Honestly. It's certainly something I feel proud with. And I know that for a fact that I will always have somebody who will be able to support me as long as I'm in this community. You're all legends. You're all lush. I'm going to stop now. I'm waffling. Really hope you enjoy the roundup, guys. And I will see you next week.